Hey guys, it's Felipe.
Hey, this is Buddha.
Welcome to another show.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, been seeing some ads ever since you talked about your Benihana joke about the Waffle House is taking a lot of reservations. You're welcome, Waffle House.
Yeah, the American Benihanas, they make your food right in front of you. It's the same thing.
It's the same concept.
Same concept.
You're just getting that American breakfast served to you.
Yep, for sure. Also on Valentine's Day, right up here, Free Play Richardson. Any of y'all like arcade games? They got a pretty decent deal right now. So you don't have to show up as a couple of dates. So those, especially if you are on a date looking for something to do that's kind of cheap and fun, you know what I'm saying, on a budget with kids, or just you got to pay your bills, you can head up there to Free Play. It's $25. Both y'all get in, get 2 drink vouchers. So that's what I'm going to be doing Thursday night. Don't tell Deacon Sid I'm skipping out on RCIA that night. But yeah, so go out and have some fun. But they, like I said, you can go with the dude. They might make fun of you. Like, oh, the cute couple. And be like, yeah, whatever. Give me my ticket voucher. But yeah, I'm going with my friend, actually. She didn't have a date either for Valentine's Day. So we're going to hang out together and just kick it and make fun of the couples over there, I guess.
They got old school games, right?
Yeah, old school games. My favorite one is that Ninja Turtle game, because I remember, like, back in the day, parents used to bowl on Friday nights at the Plano Super Bowl there in Allen. So they'd have a league bowling. We'd go play arcade games, and we used to always play that Ninja Turtle game. Spend all our money for the weekend trying to beat that game. Be all little kids. We'd be waiting in line. Boom, boom, right after another. But yeah, they got all the Galaga, Pac-Man, Joust even.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, Double Dragon. You know, they got all those good games there. So, like I said, if you ain't doing nothing Thursday, you want to check it out, if you want to tag along with me and Nikki, just hit me up. Go down there and have some fun, load up in the bus.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Rolling like that?
Yeah, rolling like that. So we call my Yukon. It's like a Suburban. The ones that don't know, it's the big Yukon. So we call it the softball bus because, like, now a bunch of my players from McKinney are hurt or they're not playing right now. So we used to all just pile up in there like 5-6 deep, just ride to a tournament. It was fun that way, carpooling with everybody. I kind of miss those days because now, like, 2 of my players are from Oklahoma. One's from Anna, or lives up in Anna. 2 live in Anna, and one's in McKinney. But the rest of our girls are like from Cleburne, Oklahoma, Oak Cliff. So, you know, the colony, they're all in different places. But like when Destiny, Jenny, and all of them used to play with us, we all used to pile up in that damn thing and ride. But yeah, it's pretty much the bus. Everyone knows it. And I hate it too because they would junk it out every time, finding wrappers, seeds, and empty Bang cans, Gatorades, water bottles. I'm like, Little Caesars pizza box. Like, where did we go to Little Caesar? Like, where did this come from? But yeah. And it has the back too. The truck is good because you can put everything back there, but the back of that Yukon for the times that it rains,
right,
stuff don't get wet. But yeah, the travel bus, the softball bus.
So it seems that we've got some questions.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if you got any more questions, shoot them our way. First question of the day is, what would be better for weight loss? Red wine or white wine? So,
this is definitely a question for him because we've already been over this. My area expertise in wine ends at Boone's Farms and MD 2020. That's what we drink as kids, and maybe 2 things are going to happen when you're going to drink those. You're either going to fight or, you know, you're going off in the bushes with your little date for the night.
Right. Yeah. So, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that red wine will probably overdo, as far as health benefits, white wine in the sense of it has less sugar. Because your red wine is going to have more of your antioxidants, your flavonoids, and your, let me see if I can say this word right, resveratrol, it's a big word. Now I will say this.
It's like on next Friday, you're making me think a lot. Suspicious, yeah. Smart guy, yeah.
The big word, resveratrol, we'll just say the R word, is known for helping with cellulite issues. Now, some studies have shown that cellulite, a lot of times in women, could be caused by high levels of estrogen. And a lot of times when you have high levels of estrogen, it could mess with your thyroid. So they recommend eating things like grapes, berries, strawberries, things like that. So I will say moderate consumption of red wine could help reduce cellulite. It's not a fact. There's still studies, I guess they're still studying that, but they're leaning more towards it. Also, red wine has some cancer fighting properties as well. So I will say, if you're going to pick a wine, even though white wine probably tastes better with certain foods, I would probably go towards red wine. At a moderate, if you were to drink one glass 3 times a week, you'd probably still see some great health benefits. So hopefully that answers your question. Sorry I couldn't pronounce that R word.
So you're saying for them not to chug a bottle?
Right. You may have other
Or
issues.
drink the whole bottle?
That may cause other issues. You went from fixing it to causing other issues. Also, with that being said, we on our last show we had mentioned Louis Gonzalez for the health of it.
Yeah, Gooey Louie, my cousin Chato. What's up, cuz?
They're located in Allen, Texas. There's a clinic out there. If you Google for the health of it, they even have a Facebook page. They do blood work out there. I know they also, if you don't have insurance, they have financial.
They had a package going on not too long ago. They were promoting on Facebook. It was like a deal to help people that didn't have insurance get in there.
Right. So
they said message them, talk to them.
For the health of it, just go to their page. You can make a call, ask any questions you have. But I know they do blood work, and Louis Gonzalez also is very knowledgeable in his field. He doesn't only just promote medicine, but he also tries to help you with any prevention stuff, such as if he can go towards nutritional, then he'll probably recommend that. But he'll go over everything with you. He'll discuss anything on your blood work and try to put it in layman's terms instead of a lot of doctors who use a lot of medical terminology, and then you leave out there scratching your head and butt like, I have no idea what that doctor just said. Louis tries to break it down to where you understand it. The good thing is he's bilingual, so for those of y'all know speak English,
because for grandparents or whoever, because I know like my friend Destiny, her grandparents, they don't speak like English too well, so
right. So they can definitely help you out.
But they're more fluent in Spanish.
And some people prefer to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Just because I speak Spanish doesn't mean I prefer to speak it. I'm sure some of y'all are laughing. So yes, for the health of it, ask for Louis Gonzalez and he'll try to help you the best way he can. Also, I had another question on cholesterol. For people that are on the keto diet, when you first go on the keto diet, a lot of times when you go do your blood work, all of a sudden your LDL may be high, and that's normal. What happens is a lot of times when fat is it's basically triglycerides, that molecule, when it breaks down, all of a sudden the body starts using ketones as a source of energy. But anytime it starts breaking that triglyceride down, all of a sudden the body, in a defense mechanism, will try to hold on to something So a lot of times it's going to hold on to the cholesterol for a while until the body adapts into ketosis. And usually on a good keto program, it takes, for real good adaptation, will probably take longer than 2 or 3 months. I mean, if you go into real deep keto adaptation, you're probably looking at 6 months. So a lot of times if people say they do it for 2 months, they probably weren't like 100% keto adapted. They're probably going through some of the side effects and just barely gearing into it, and they probably felt good and then they fall off of it. But it probably takes a good 6 months to be really keto adapted. And that's when a lot of the blood work should be taken, is when you're 100% into it. So your first month or two, the first probably things that are going to be off is probably your LDL and your cholesterol levels. Also, another question that was brought to my attention that somebody asked me was, why aren't they losing weight? They're working out and they're eating right based on what they were told to eat. So here's a couple of things, and I've talked about this in the past, and if you're just new to watching this, I'll kind of break it down somewhat to where it's understandable. A lot of times people get discouraged when they first start a nutritional program. So you're fresh and you're new, it's New Year, your friends are working out, you're watching everybody, hey, CrossFit's the big thing, hey, keto's the big thing, hey, low carb's the big thing. Whatever it is, you choose that nutritional program, you're working out, you've got the will, you've got the desire, you've got the commitment, you've got the dedication, you're pushing it, you're tearing it up, you're showing up to the gym every day, you're doing everything you're supposed to, and you're eating right. But yet, you're still not losing weight. So a lot of times, and everybody's genetically different, sometimes when you put your body into something new, your body has a self-defense that it does to where it's not going to let go that easy. So your body's actually going to fight you. So a lot of times these molecules, a lot of times we don't really kill the fat or get rid of it. Those molecules just shrink. And a lot of times those fat molecules will shrink, but the body will hold on to water, trying to help the body in a self-defense. So a lot of times your body will hold on to that water for the first month or two, and then when it finally realizes, okay, now we know what you're doing, it'll release it. So a lot of times you may have a lot of water retention for the first possibly month and a half, just enough to really get you discouraged, thinking it's not going to work. But if you really stick with it, it'll lose it. So that's one. That could be one. That's not with everybody. Another thing, it could be your hormones, okay? And women know more about hormones than guys do, okay? So what I mean by that, number one, insulin. Diabetics really know about insulin. There's different foods that spike insulin, okay? And that's where we go into more of a glycemic index. So certain foods will raise that insulin, and for those people that are really sensitive to insulin, it'll spike it up really high versus others. And that's where we go into different genetics such as endo, ecto, and mesomorphs. But that's in a later video. So insulin could be an issue, so you got to watch what type of food you eat. Just because you're eating low calories doesn't mean you're automatically going to lose weight. You will eventually go into a calorie deficit, but the insulin may slow that process down. Another hormone that could be affecting you could be your estrogen. And for women, estrogen could be pretty high. Now the problem is, guys, estrogen could affect us. And that's where a lot of times you'll get the man boobs, you'll get your love handles, you'll get a lot of upper body issues. Women normally see it lower body, where they get the cellulite around their hamstring areas, around their glutes. So estrogen could be an issue. So certain foods could cause that issue. Your red wine could be your solution to that. Remember, only one glass. Testosterone could be an issue for guys. If you have low testosterone, that could be killing your gains. Another one's going to be cortisol. Cortisol is affected by stress. And normally when I use the word stress, a lot of people think, well, I'm not stressing about anything. Stress, you'd be surprised, could be caused by lack of sleep, could be caused by overtraining. Remember, when you first start, you may not think you're going hardcore, but your body thinks you're going hardcore. It could be you just got out of a relationship. That might be why you started working out. Sometimes your children could cause a lot of stress in your body, such as you're always worried about them. And then, of course, death in the family. So there's a variety of different things that could cause stress that you're not, don't think it is, but it's the little things that add up, and that stress could cause, issues to hold on to certain. It's just a self-defense mechanism that your body has that'll store onto that fat. So remember, fat is just excess energy that we are supposed to use later for fight or flight responses. So that could be some issues. Remember, again, if you're working out hard and you're eating right, just be patient. Just consistently keep going. Don't give up after 6 weeks or 2 months, because eventually it'll all pan out if you're doing the right thing. So just be calm, continue with the program, believe in it, and you'd be surprised on it'll work eventually. So hopefully that answers that question about why am I not losing weight. If I didn't, then just shoot me again and say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Went over their head.
Yeah, and I totally get it if you went over your head. So I could actually make a video with some actual videos breaking it down in layman's term if you need me to. If not, hopefully that answered your question. Something else, just totally off subject. So I was listening to a video, and they were talking about where our future is going. And I used to not think about this, and I actually had a conversation when I was getting my haircut about this. And they were talking about how technology is so advanced, like in Japan and China, and how it's hitting the U.S. And you know how Trump is trying to get more American jobs here in the United States. And what's a real big eye-opener about everything is now with artificial intelligence coming, and we've seen it all. We've seen it in little phases, but we're only in 2019. They're projecting maybe 2030. And we saw how fast we went from VHS to CDs and CDs to now these watches, these Google watches or whatever they're called. Technology is moving so fast that now that even like McDonald's and stuff, you go to the movie theater and you can buy your tickets just by pushing a button or through the app. But they no longer need kids to work selling tickets.
Yeah.
And these computers are taking the jobs of these children that are going to high school, and when they get out of high school think they're going to get a job. Well, a lot of these jobs are going to be taken away by machines. And even like that big thing that was in Detroit, and that, about selling cars and making cars. But nowadays, half of that stuff is being made by machines. I mean, you see that big old robot with the arm that picks up and puts the pieces together. I mean, all that's robotic. So that's something scary that's coming in the future. So a lot of those jobs are being taken over by machines and by computers. So retail is going to be gone eventually.
Yeah, because we were talking about the concrete mall the other day. Like, remember as a kid, that was the spot to go to for like the region we're in, and now it's like a ghost town in there.
Yeah, it's like Amazon took over, and eventually it's like, I mean, right now, Uber's a thing to do. I mean, taxis already lost their jobs. Malls will eventually be closed, or you won't be able to walk into a mall and buy anything because everybody's buying everything online. So it's pretty crazy.
Got stuck there?
What's the name of that shirt?
The shirt right here. I'll tell you about that. So, all right, here's the deal with that. And there's different like companies like through softball that make different T-shirts. So like usually you'll see me wear like today I'm wearing an ESP. So shout out to them. Oh, but usually I'm in an ASP, Advanced Sports Products, which is Leaf's company, and like I don't mind supporting Leaf because anyone that knew where he came from, like he's a local guy, he used to play in tournaments here. Now his company blew up. You know, he just got inducted to the U-Trip Hall of Fame. So, you know, shout out to Leaf out there in his company ASP, and they blew up. They're nationwide. But I get there's this new company starting up, Infinity Action Sports. And the reps, they're not knocking the other brands, so I don't want to like start a controversy or war. But they're like, hey, why are you wearing their stuff? Why don't you ever wear ours? Why don't you got that? Why do you have that on? Why aren't you wearing ours? Why aren't you supporting us? I always see you in this. I always see you in that. So it gets to the point where it's like this. I'm ghetto, in case you don't know, like the dimples, the light skin, especially with the long hair now. I don't rock the bald fade anymore. Kind of throws people off, but I'm ghetto. I don't have a bank account, don't want one. I don't have Venmo, PayPal, not gonna get it. So like with y'all, Infinity, you know, Tyler Barr, this is the message to you, just kind of my input on your company because your reps keep giving me crap. So I'm going to give y'all a shout out, your company, you know what I'm saying, same time, but also put my input back on it. My little fight back is when y'all, with y'all's products, I have to send the rep the money. They put in the order. Then I got to wait 2 to 3 weeks to get my clothes. Where ESP, I bought this at a tournament in Carrollton back when Anna Pyburn was repping for them. And they had it there at their booth. And when I go to y'all's booth, y'all never have my sizes or the designs I see and I like. It's not there. So that's just kind of my thing with that is why I don't rep y'all's company. I don't have a problem with it, but it's not easily accessible to me. But like here's this hoodie right here. It's an Infinity hoodie. It's really nice. See it right here. I like it. Something plain, simple. Y'all put that in my size, I'll pay cash for it. So whatever tournaments are at. But just want to give y'all a shout out. Another local company coming up. And I like y'all's products. I like what y'all's doing. And, you know, other than that, I'd support y'all's habit. Just on my personal end of the side, it's like Leafs trailers out there. I walk up, here's my size, here's my money, and I go. But yeah, shout out to Infinity Action Sports. We'll have y'all stuff up here. There's their website, phone number. There's different reps, but Tyler Barr is a company owner. But yeah, shout out to you, Tyler. And tell your reps if they want me to wear your stuff, get with me. Like I said, get my sizes, get my shirt size, my hoodie size, what design I want. And I don't mind wearing it. I ain't asking it for free. I'll pay for it. But that's just the thing. They keep shooting shots at me. So I'm just saying to you, Tyler, what would make it easier for us to rep your products is have them more available. That's the only thing. Because even with that hoodie, it's not mine. It's my boy Tony Herrera's. He ordered it through Bucky. And it took him a while to get a shirt. He was complaining about it. So that's just my thing with y'all. I'm not knocking y'all. Just that's my input back to y'all to help your company come out more. So that's just it. So all the reps, they keep asking me that. Now you know why. And y'all want to change that up. Y'all know my perspective on it. And I'll keep wearing Leafs and ESP stuff. I'm wearing all of it. Y'all don't sponsor none of my teams, so I can go wear whatever I want. I said it.
And that's how it works out sometimes.
That's how it works out sometimes. But I still showing y'all love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking y'all's product. Y'all got some good stuff out there.
There is a new company. I wouldn't say company. They're a small little local business starting out of Rowlett. They are a new dog kennel. They're opening February 22nd. Here's their pictures. As you can see, it's a dog kennel. From as far as I know, I'll put their website. There is conveniently, they'll pick up your dog if need to. You could make an appointment. So if you're going out of town and you don't have a dog sitter, you can call them. They'll come pick up your dog in their little doggy van, their Scooby van, or whatever they call it, to make it more convenient for you. Because I know a lot of times, I always see on Facebook people posting that they need a dog sitter, and I'm pretty sure if their kennels are just full, this is just another option to give to a call in case you're going out of town and can't find that special somebody to take care of your little fur baby. Give them a shout. So they're opening up February 22nd, so that's always an option to leave your little doggy wall, your little Chewbacca. Also, this Friday, Protein Paletas will be here. He's going to be letting us know about his product and how he got into the business, and he'll be sharing whatever information he has. So if you guys have any questions about his product, feel free to look up his Facebook page. He's got information on there, and that way you can shoot us any questions you may have about the product, like if it's gluten-free, or if he uses whey protein, or if he has it in soy protein. I'm sure for you guys, your fit guys and girls out there that have those questions, shoot them to us. That way we can have them ready for him, and he'll be able to answer those questions.
Yeah.
Let's see, also Friday, next Friday, I have another interview locked in with Kaba Fit. Her name's Lucy Kaba. She is a fitness bodybuilder, physique maybe. But she'll be on the show, and she'll have a lot of insight on how them girls get them gains.
Get the gains.
Yeah, so she may have some helpful booty tips or female probably tips to help you females out, probably more than I would.
Yeah, and then on Monday, don't forget, we're gonna have the sponsor who does our league, some tournaments, the HVAC Choice Air Care. We're gonna have Scooter on the show. He's one of the techs and salesmen there for the company, so he's gonna be on here and explaining your needs for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So he's gonna explain some things because it's getting to that time now where tomorrow is gonna be in the 70s, so you're gonna start cranking your AC back up, and you ain't been on a little bit, and so you're kind of why isn't it cooling down like it's supposed to? So he's gonna give tips of what to do, how to maintain your system, and if anything's wrong with it, they're the people to call to come and check it out. And that's just with anybody else. If you want us to interview you on the show to get your product out there, we're telling y'all, come on now while the going's good, because pretty soon it's gonna get expensive. So even then, give a shout out, show love all the time to different people, different companies. Even if you just want to come on here and drink coffee with us, tell a story or something, showing love, come have some fun. Oh, and also anyone that don't work on Mondays, whether that's just your scheduled day off or you may call in or whatever, but just hit me up and I'll explain the details. If you're not working on Mondays, to come on the show and I'll explain to you what's going on that. So, either hit me or Felipe up. If you're on his side, him, just hit us up and we'll let you know what's going to be going on Mondays. But yeah, it's pretty much it for today. Simple day, midweek, easy going, weather getting better. Got BP tonight. And
if people don't know what BP means?
Batting practice. Ooh. And anyone says, oh, you take batting practice for slow pitch softball? Yeah. You want to come out there and play? Now we ain't talking about a beer rec league on a Wednesday night. We're talking about we go out there and these dudes, you got to hit. You want to win, you got to hit. Softball's a hitter's game, and it's not as easy as people think.
You're not talking about blood pressure. You're talking about batting practice.
Batting practice. Definitely BP session tonight at the fields, and it's not an open invite. So, but like tight invite, well, you know, if you didn't get the memo, it's my bad this time. I'm trying out there and get some work in.
So, if you haven't got your Valentine's gift, better hurry up and go get it. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
The flower's gonna be real expensive tomorrow.
Yeah, but the day after, the candy is cheap.
Yeah. So, stock up on that chocolate.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Felipe.
I'm Buddha.
Peace.
If he could do it,
This isn't a movie.
he believes in himself. And you can too.
Oh man, you gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be even like rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do.
You're
It's not
right.
about it's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you.